Day 67. Just got everything weighed up. Got pack horses packed. Beautiful view this morning of the meadows. I paused it. And we'll be heading back the way we came and up on the ridge, clear up on top. Gotta do a few switchbacks to get over the top of this mountain and headed towards Silverthorn. So, Miss Ruby, are you ready for that? She's like, heck yeah. She's a going horse. She does really well. And yeah, the grass was so deep here. You see we've matted it down here, but because it just lays down so tall. The horses got a little bit fatter last couple of days, so we did it for the horses. So now we'll go burn some of that off. Here we are heading up the 202 out of the Sheephorn. We were camped right down in there in the aspens, up the road a little ways, but I'm gonna climb clear up this ridge up on top. And just look at those mountains there. Yeah, Ruby. That's better. Jagged, but fun. So, here we go, starting the day. We're getting up here on top of the world. Gained some altitude fast. Looking down on this ranch. Oh, we're getting up here so far, and this road's kind of heading back towards the north that you can see the main cabin down there. All the way now, and then there's the Colorado. So, just trucking up this ridge. Still not to the top yet. It's called Elliott Ridge. But some pretty cool country. Yeah, just when you think you're about to the top, you're not. We're getting closer though. Clear up into the pines. I thought it'd be more open up here, but nope. Let's see what the top looks like. Now we just come out on top. And it's downhill. In the direction we're going, there's some big mountains, and I think we skirt the left side of them and go down into Silverthorn. So, yep. I hope that's the case. There's no way we're going over them. They're pretty jagged. But we'll go where the road takes us. We're supposedly hit a trail somewhere too, and so the Gore trail. We'll see how that goes. Looks like there was a fire here at one time, and look at all the saplings coming up. All over. This side isn't so thick, but that is thick. Crazy. Still traveling on this road. We hit about 11,200 feet on top. Now we're dropping down a little bit. Rough, pretty rough road, but it's still nicer than Deadfall. Uh, I should say rough for a vehicle, but horses are just fine. There's been quite a bit of traffic on it. Even one guy from Nebraska came all the way down in here. And a guy from Arkansas we met too. So he was up here scouting for elk. So this is where a lot of out-of-staters come to find their hunting grounds, I guess. But yeah. Like this book I'm reading about the Shoshones and the history of the Shoshones up in the Wind Rivers area. It's pretty cool on how they, was trying to preserve their hunting grounds. And they fought the Crow and the Sioux a lot. That was their mortal enemies to the bitter end. And they, the Crow and the Sioux were really strong, and eventually the Crows, became aliases with them. And they formed alliance and along with the U.S. government to knock back the Sioux. And it was right at that time is when the Little Bighorn and when the Sioux took out Custard. And I'm just right to that point where maybe, I'm sure that they come in and really hammered the Sioux. They did. They had a big army of Sioux, and they were devastating. But it was just interesting how the Shoshones, they were always very peaceful and always welcome change, and even though sometimes they got the short end of the stick, they were always good to the white men and always encouraged the trading and the new things and stuff, and they were always good to the white people. And not all Shoshones, but there was some renegades that broke off from the Shoshones, and they called them the Bannocks, and the Bannock tribes were pretty rough on the white men, but anyway, it's a good book. A lot of history in it, a lot of documented accounts of what happened in certain areas. But anyway, I wonder what Indians roamed this parts of the woods. This would have been good hunting grounds too. Guess I'll have to find out. Just when we thought we was dropping down, here we are chugging up another hill. Almost to the top. Well, so it looks like the top. It probably isn't. But oh, Ruby, she's a chugger. She's in good shape. She can mow grass and chug at the same time. She's pretty good at it. But yeah, here we are. There's still some snow cornices. Must be the top. Pretty green, but oh man, somebody found my old truck. Looks like an old Bronco too. Fixer-upper anyway. Now we're on a trail to a lake, like Hudson Lake or something like that. So far it's pretty good. Been pretty well traveled. No deadfall, but we just got on it, so Yeah, probably another, I would say 20 miles to Silverthorn or so. Oh, there's a lot could happen between here and there. Hopefully it gets better. But we'll make it one way or the other. Now the road just split to that Elliott Lake, or Hudson Lake, whatever it was. And this is the Gore Trail. I'm sure some named after some of the descendants of Cody Gore. So Cody, you'll have to, if you're watching this, you'll have to let me know. He said he was from over this way up by Copper Mountain somewhere. So, yeah. Gore Mountain Range, Gore Trail. Has to be related, don't it, Cody? Let me know. Ah, this is pretty. Looks like an old road. We got into a little bit of deadfall, but nothing we couldn't walk over, go around. Some of it, you wonder if there's even a trail here, but it looks like it's been traveled once in a while. Hasn't been for a while, but you see some lumber still cut. It's pretty back in here. Oh, this trail turned into just from an old road to a trail. Oh, this might be interesting. Got back in here, and here's a register. Wow, like they come back here and check it. I don't know, maybe they do. Anyway, well, overnight visitors must register here before entering the Eagle's Nest. Wow. Cool. Now we're actually in wilderness area. No motorized or mechanical. Everything. So, they knew I had my pair of pliers. That's mechanical. I could get a ticket. Interesting, huh? Videoing her, videoing me. You know, axe trail marker that's pretty much universal here in the U.S. Looks like we're back in the Sherwood Forest again. The medieval days. You look like a medieval day horse, Ruby. Well, just like Robert Duvall said, there's nothing better than riding a fine horse in new country. Yep, this is a fine horse in new country. Pretty cool. Ah, look what we come out to. Holy shit. Kind of like the hyenas. Here's the bridge. I don't think we're gonna cross that. We're gonna try and go around. Oh, I made it to the other side. Tie my horse up. Here. Good job. Well, we found this little camp spot with some meadows and water. Yeah, it's a nice little spot, and it's about the only one we got. Well, at least we don't know, but got a good view. Yeah. But it looked pretty wooded from here on out, so It's the only one we could see on the map that was even somewhat grassy, so we'll take it.